I am drowning in a sea of information. In fact, everyone in this room is drowning in the same sea of information, whether you work in finance, report the news, or simply want to make it through your inbox in a single day. Unfortunately, this problem is only growing exponentially. But imagine a world where anyone could draw meaningful conclusions from the wealth of knowledge that surrounds them without going through painful processes like this, or relying upon experts to spoon-feed them, or pay a premium for high-priced products. Our company, metaLayer, allows for the ability to visually summarize, structure, and draw meaning from data. There's a number of places to look for the things you care about online, but who has time to look through all this? Blogs, wikis, live streams. There's too many places to look, not enough solutions to compact that time. I'm going to show you a better way. This is Martha. Martha is a professional researcher who works for a new media publisher. And she's writing a breaking news story, and she needs to relate this to a general audience who lack her expertise. So she's going to use metaLayer to help her write this story. So first she wants to take a look at what the major media outlets are writing about this story, Occupy Wall Street. So she enters a search term. She gets back results from BBC. She does the same for CNN. She pulls back the recent headlines from CNN. But she has a hunch there might be a trend that connects the two data sets. So what Martha's going to do is pick one up and drag it on top of the other. And instantly she's got a combined data set that she can apply an algorithm to, a sentiment analysis algorithm that allows her to visualize the emotional sentiment, the emotional tone of the conversation over time. Next, she's going to go to Twitter, and she's going to look for the most authoritative voices speaking to this subject right now. So she performs her search, and she gets back results, and now she applies the influence algorithm, which allows her to filter these results by the most authoritative voices speaking. And so she filters, and the end result is this list of authoritative people speaking to this event right now. And next she's going to go to embed script, which allows her to take that content and actually put it in her story, the live feed. And finally, and here's where our platform really shines, it's in the visual search. So she creates a search for what she's looking for. She enters cops. And now she's going to filter these photos by what's in them, the objects that are in them, as opposed to the text or the titles that surround them. So visual search very easily. And very quickly, she's able to generate a better story that contains the most relevant photo based on the objects that it contains, a dynamic infographic that she created in seconds to create complex live visualizations, and this real-time filtered list of authoritative voices speaking. This is incredibly important because content production in the 21st century has changed dramatically. Organizations like Mashable, TechCrunch, the Huffington Post, they represent a growing economy of new media publishers that don't have the baggage, the overhead of archaic publications. We're uniquely positioned, metaLayer is uniquely positioned to speak to the pains of this growing market because we sit at the nexus of three distinct fields: visualization, analysis, and content discovery, whereas our competitors lack the diversity of features that allow them to do the same. When you think about the internet of today, there are 150 million content production sources, a third of which belong to the professional and corporate space. That means there's 50 million people whose job it is to tell relevant, timely, and well-researched stories on a daily basis. So I'm going to pause for a minute and tell you a bit about the history of our company. We started solving these problems on a client-by-client basis, but we saw a huge opportunity to scale and build a company that offered products that could serve many. Our team's uniquely positioned to speak to this market. Myself and my colleague Matthew Griffiths won the Night News Challenge earlier this year, for a project that used similar technologies to surface the most relevant information during crisis events. So allowing emergency professionals to respond to disasters using social data collected from online. Matt has a background in search architecture. I have a background in data visualization and design, and our colleague Chris has a background in data analysis. And in a very short period of time, we managed to accomplish quite a bit. We've signed up 600 private beta users. We've got several paying API customers, and we've lined up several speaking engagements. One, Strata, the conference for data professionals, and TED, a conference for the world's biggest ideas. And we've done all of this while managing to grow our existing revenue streams. We're in early pilot discussions with organizations like Mashable, Al Jazeera, and NPR. And we've got early traction in our growth markets with companies like Charles River Analytics, where in finance, social data can be used to inform the development of new trading algorithms. Now, I talked a bit about our core technologies, but I'm going to highlight a few: optical character recognition, natural language processing, sentiment analysis. But what this really represents is the ability to visually summarize, structure, and analyze real-time or historic data using our patent-pending core technologies. We like to think of this as the consumerization of enterprise software. We're really excited about what we're doing at metaLayer. We're raising $500,000 in funding to help offer drag-and-drop data discovery tools to everyone. The beauty of our platform is in its simplicity. And if you'd like to see a live demo, we'd be happy to show you upstairs. Thank you very much for your time.